And here we go to 5 red lights. That was pretty quick for the Singapore Grand Prix in Division 3. And it's lights out and away we go. And I do think the McLaren did get away pretty nicely. And I think the Aston Martin of Benjo already trying to challenge it around the outside. But it's been ghosted through phased on right now. And is he going to be able to make the position as he's now on ghosted as they're going to go side by side into turn 5, sorry, and phased on gets the position, but down the straight are any moves going to be made as there's a move at the back there between Liam and Calic. Mosmegan already up into P17 or Dylan, and up the inside goes Craggy on the Aston Martin. Actually, more leader goes around the outside, gets the lead, get gap loser as well, up into P4 as he goes around the outside of the Alpine of more leader. But is more leader going to be able to stay in front? No, as get gap loser goes up the inside. Craggy is ghosted through them as Avi is going to try and make a move down the inside, but backs out last minute and stays behind Whipple. Hughes Morgan stays in P9 as well as Get Gap Loser and Craggy still going at this as Craggy is still disconnected, as Get Gap Loser will probably surely get through there pretty easily, as there is a bit of slow driving there at the back. I think that might be Jamie involved in that, as Dylan elects to try and go around the outside. Can he get the move, as he's still going to be side by side, but with the exit that Dylan got, I think that's going to be an easy overtake for the Mercedes driver. But Jamie is still not trying to hold this, or is still not trying to, we're still trying to fight it, but wasn't able to, as Liam is there in P19. So what happened to Calic? I believe they might have had a spin there, as Dylan has actually been passed by 2 drivers, as Jamie as well is trying to fight this, but Dylan's still trying to hold it around the inside. But on the exit, I think Jamie just about gets that. Down the straight for the 6th time, and again, I don't really think there's anything going to be happening. These highlights could be pretty short, if I'm going to be completely honest, although Ocean and Focus there having a swap there, as Ocean gets up the inside. Is Focus though going to try and fight this around the outside? No, but Razagamer was going to maybe try and make a move on his own teammate, but Focus stays in front of that one. Razagamer coming through turn 5 right now has the DRS off Ocean, as more leader gets past Get Gap Loser. And going side by side there is Whiffle and Avi, as Avi goes down the inside. More leader as well down the inside of Get Gap Loser. Avi makes the move, and is more leader going to be able to get past Get Gap Loser? Yes, he does, as are Whiffle and Avi still battling with this one. Whiffle now in front, and I think Avi has to back out of that one and let Whiffle have that position. But the thing is that they change so quickly that I literally don't know what is going to be happening. Like there, Whiffle and Get Gap Loser. I did not see that gap occurring, as they both go side by side there. More leader, sorry, not more leader, Get Gap Loser, I think pushed Whiffle a little bit there, but despite that, Whiffle able to get the move into P6 for the RB. Avi in phase on there. Avi getting passes. Have you got wing damage? Yes, he does. So I don't know how that's going to be feeling for him. Craggy stays out. No, Craggy goes in. More lead stays out, sorry. Whiffle comes in as well. Is Sam Newton going to pull the trigger? No, he doesn't. Ocean stays out as well. Jamie is coming into the pits. So is Calic. So let's see where Ransdell is going to come out compared to Craggy, as he's currently coming through the final few corners right now. Where is Craggy? I believe he's making his way onto pit exit, and I think that is going to be an easy pass for the McLaren. But is Benjo going to be able to get in front of him? Yes, he does, as Craggy now comes out in the net P3. Avi net P4 at the moment, as the other driver of Whipple comes out in P13. So he must have lost quite a bit of time staying out that bit longer, as Jamie comes out the pits in P17. What is happening with these 2 Ferraris? I think more leader is just making their way onto pit exit, and they are easily going to be passed. Where is it going to be though that more leader comes out though? I think it might actually be P9 or something like that, as yeah, P10 is going to be instead, as Hughes Morgan comes through there. We're right on board with Benjo down the straight. See if he can make the move on Ransdell as he's getting really close. Is he going to choose the inside? Is he going to choose the outside? He's going to choose the inside, which becomes the outside for turn 7. But he's already passed the McLaren going into that corner. Good move for the Aston Martin to put himself up into the net P lead position. But also we still have Sam Newton and Ocean 2 pits, as Razagamer gets past, I think, 2 people there, as Whiffle and Matthew's all the way back there. So Whiffle, so Razagamer got the move on 1, not 2, my mistake. But Whiffle is still trying to fight this down the inside, backs out though. You don't want to be going side by side through there. George Russell didn't even have a driver on his right and still managed to clip the wall somehow. Face on though is having a bit of a look on Get Gap Loser, as Get Gap Loser is on the outside. That was really close to the Haas going into the wall there. But look at Hughes Morgan. He's going to try and capitalize on this, as he's going to try to go down the inside of both of these, but isn't able to. But more leader now on his right, as Face Dom and Get Gap Loser go side by side. Get Gap Loser gets the move, and more leader gets into P9 as well, based on getting close to Get Gap Loser, and he is going to try send there. Or as he's pushed the Haas a little bit wide there. Was he side by side enough though to be given racing room though? That is the main question. As look at Tim, he's gone down the inside and nearly collects more leader in the process, gives Hughes Morgan the place back. Benjo getting really close to Ocean though, and I think this is going to be an easy pass for Benjo, as Ocean has got completely worn tyres. I don't really know why he's staying out, to be completely honest. Dylan picks up another 3-second penalty, but Ocean still trying to fight this as he pushes Benjo off the track a little bit, and Benjo comes out in front. As now Ransdell is going to be the next candidate to get past the Red Bull. Cuts the curb a little bit there, or mounts the curb, and Ocean lets Ransdell and Craggy go. So not holding up their teammate, but lets Ransdell go in the process as well, as Get Gap Loser is going around the outside of the Sauber, then moves to the inside, and he's going to try send there, and he does go side by side but pushes the Sauber off there. And if the Sauber did get a track limits, that could be removed, as Hughes Morgan now goes down the inside and gets past the Haas, but can't make the move on the Sauber in the same process. Oh, I think Tim's had a moment there, and there is a yellow flag, and I think he has spun. And that's demoted himself down into P13 for the Sauber, which is not what he wants, as Matthew gets really close to Razagamer, and he is going to go ascend down the inside. He goes into turn 1 and gets the move. And both RBs now in a P9 and P10 spot. Is Razagamer though going to potentially try and retake this going down into turn 7? Let's ride on board as more leader and Avi going side by side there in the foreground, and you can see there Matthew goes to the inside, Razagamer around the outside he goes, and he's tapped Matthew round a little bit, and that allows Focus to get past through as well. Get Gap Loser gets past Hughes Morgan there, as look at Hughes Morgan, he retakes down the inside, and Whiffle down the inside now. And Get Gap Loser goes deep. Whiffle gets through. So does Hughes Morgan. And Get Gap Loser has got a Razagamer behind now. Liam gets another 3-second penalty. Ransdell is going to look for a move around the inside of Benjo. And gets the move going into, but goes deep. And that gives the Aston Martin an opportunity to go back round the inside. Ransdell down the inside he goes. Can he get the move on at the Aston Martin? Yes, he does, as Craggy now going side by side with the Aston Martin, and Craggy gets the move. And Benjo down in P3, and we have a full course safety car. And is that Liam who's caused that? I actually don't know. There isn't anyone stopped on track, unless it was Ocean. I think it might have actually been Ocean, as they've lost all of their front wing. Ransdell into the pits, so is Craggy. Benjo in the pits as well. More leader in. Avi is coming in as well. Phased on in the pits as well. Whiffled in. I think everyone is going to be in. Get Gap Loser is in. Hughes Morgan in. Razza, Focus, Matthew, Tim, Sam, Kalik, Dylan, Jamie. When is Ransdell going to go? Obviously, I believe they had a safety car in Division 5. And I think they went just before turn 18. So let's see if Ransdell is going to do the same. Round turn 17. And he has gone out of turn 17. And I think Craggy has reacted to that. But though Ransdell is slowed down, that could be seen as an unsafe safety car restart from Ransdell. But as we now go racing here once again in Singapore, Craggy pulls to the inside, and he does try to make a send there, but can't get the wheel there to be given racing room. Round turn 3 and into turn 4 we go. And can he do anything into turn 5? As I thought, Benjo there is going to try and make a move on Craggy. We'll ride on board now with Benjo, see if anything is going to be made going into turn 7. through turn 6 we go flat out, and Benjo had a look, but Craggy defends that quite nicely. Avi maintains in P5 at the moment. As down the inside goes Get Gap Loser on our Whiffle, and round the outside the Haas goes. Can he maintain that? No, and they're both in the wall, and that's a crash, and that is obviously, and that is going to be a virtual safety car. And I have to say, I think that was Whiffle's fault, to be honest. I don't think he gave Get Gap Loser there space on the outside. And I think that's going to be a pretty big penalty coming Whiffle's way. Avi behind as well, obviously is being chased down by FaZe Dom as Craggy goes up the inside of Ransdell and gets the move. And that might give Benjo an opportunity to go around the inside. And he gives the Ransdell the space on the outside, but through turn 9, and good to see that no one tries what they did on the other attempt. But going through turn 10, it's going to be side by side between the McLaren and the Aston Martin, and into turn 11. Is the McLaren going to get the move there? No, he doesn't, and Benjo just forces his way through. More leader now goes down the inside of the McLaren. Can he get the better exit speed to try and maintain position in front of that McLaren? But the McLaren with the better straight line speed is just going to be able to stay in front of more leader, and that's FaZe Dom going wide there. Is Razagamer going to be able to capitalize on that? I don't think he's going to be able to. Is he going to pull to the inside? More leader though pulls to the inside but can't get the move, and Razagamer is being under pressure by Whiffle as Whiffle goes around the outside, and into P7 goes Whiffle. Dylan has a 3-second penalty himself though. Liam with a 9-second and 3-second for Ocean, as Benjo is still trying to fight with Craggy but can't get it going into turn 7 there. 8, sorry. And into turn 9. Again, no move being made. FaZe Dom has a 3-second penalty of himself, as again the Aston Martin tries to go around the outside. Can't get the wheel there though, as Ransdell is just trying to wait for an opportunity to pounce as well. Where is he going to start his burn to try and get past Craggy? And it's going to be down here. Has Craggy gotten the worst exit compared to Benjo? Is Benjo catching in, and is he going to try and make a massive dive bomb? And he is going to go to the inside but doesn't, and let's go for the move. He's not too far though, as Benjo tries to go around the outside of Craggy. Can't get it, and he can't get the switchback either. Hughes Morgan gets the move on focus as going into turn 7, and now Benjo only really has 2 more opportunities to make this overtake, and he elects to go down the inside going into turn 10 but cannot make that move stick. Only 2 opportunities left, 1 into turn 14 and 1 into turn 16. That could have been another opportunity as More Leader tries to go down the inside of Ransdell. Ransdell gets a snap, and that might allow More Leader to get past into the podium positions, and does. Is Avi going to follow him through as More Leader and Ransdell still go side by side, as Ransdell makes the move but More Leader gets the switch back, and it is going to be More Leader and Avi follows him through. Can Benjo get past Craggy? I don't think he's going to be able to, and Craggy is going to win. Avi gets into P4 as well, and we're going to watch Craggy in the Red Bull to come across the final few corners, and he is going to win the Singapore Grand Prix. Benjo tried his best but only good enough for P2. More Leader gets onto the podium in the final few corners, and Avi with front wing damage finishes in a very good P4. Ransdell starting from pole only can convert that to P5, but good points for McLaren. FaZe Dom finishing in P6 with Razagamer in P7, and then Whiffle in P8 with Focus in P9. But if our Whiffle was at fault for the contact with the Haas, he could be demoted many places. Hughes Morgan finishes in P10 for Aston Martin, Tim in P11. Jamie finishes in P12 for the Scuderia Ferrari, and then Dylan finishes in P13 from starting P19. Okay recovery drive, but it could have been a lot better for the Mercedes TP. Matthew finishes in P14 with Sam Newton finishing in P15. Calic then finishing in P19 with Liam P17. Ocean finishes in P18, and Malachi surely going to be disqualified for staying in AI mode for so long in the race, and Get Gap Loser, unfortunately, with that collision with our Whiffle, demotes him out of the race in P20.